Welcome back, viewers. Today we have news that is so bizarre it may seem as thought it is from another planet. Although it does seem like a different planet, the country of North Korea is very much a part of our own world. North Korea, under the authoritarian leadership of Kim Jong-un, is known as one of the world's most repressive countries, maintaining a veil of secrecy around its operations. Currently, the nation is grappling with its most severe food crisis since the famine of the 1990s, aggravated by the isolation measures imposed due to the COVID-19 pandemic. BBC reports featuring interviews with civilians residing in North Korea shed light on the dire consequences of border closures enacted by Kim Jong-un in 2020, resulting in a lack of food supplies and starvation among the population. In the wake of the COVID-19 outbreak in 2020, North Korea implemented stringent measures to isolate itself, which involved closing its borders and discontinuing the import of vital resources like grain, fertilizer, and machinery necessary for food production. Recent findings emphasize the ongoing struggle faced by the country in producing enough food to sustain its 26 million citizens, as substantial funds are allocated to the development of nuclear weapons to its leader, Kim Jong-un. According to Lena Yoon, a senior researcher at Human Rights Watch, North Korea must open its borders, resume trade, and procure essential supplies to improve the agriculture situation and address the pressing issue of food shortages. However, the current government prioritizes isolation and repression over the well-being of its people, as highlighted by Yoon in an interview with CNN. Through secretive interviews facilitated by the organization Daily NK, which maintains a network of sources in North Korea, the BBC has managed to obtain insights from 3 ordinary individuals residing in the country. These interviews have revealed the pervasive fear among the populace as they face the possibility of starvation or execution for defying imposed regulations. Testimonies indicate an unfolding devastating tragedy within the country, as expressed by Sokil Park from Liberty in North Korea, Link, an organization supporting North Korean escapees. Our residents in the capital city of Yongang, identified as Ji Yeon, recounted the tragic account of a family of 3 who perished from starvation within their own home. Ji Yeon's attempts to provide them with water went unanswered, and upon investigation by authorities, they were discovered lifeless. To protect the identities of interviewees, pseudonyms have been used. A construction worker near the Chinese border, referred to as Chen Ho, disclosed that food supplies in his village had reached critically low levels, resulting in the deaths of 5 individuals due to starvation. Initially fearing COVID-19, Chen Ho's concerns shifting to the prospect of dying from hunger as the food scarcity worsened. Additionally, the fortified borders, accompanied by reports of orders to shoot anyone attempting to cross, have effectively impeded smuggling attempts to bring in food for sale in the unofficial markets that are the primary source of provisions for most North Koreans. A market trader known as Yong Suk, hailing from the northern region of the country, described how nearly 3/4 of the products in her local market used to come from China but are now non-existent. The loss of income for those involved in selling goods smuggled across the border has been devastating. Yong Suk shared that her family has never experienced such food scarcity and recounted instances of people knocking on her door, driven by hunger, seeking sustenance. Interviews conducted by the BBC reflect the grim reality unfolding within North Korea, with reports of suicides or people vanishing into the mountains to meet their demise due to an inability to sustain themselves. For over 3 years, North Korea has sealed its border, prohibiting people from entering or leaving the country. Most foreigners who were present in the North Korea have departed. A former North Korean diplomat who defected in 2019 said he was shocked by how extreme the crackdown on foreign influence had become. Kim Jong-un is afraid that if people understand the situation they are in and how wealthy South Korea is, they will start hating him and rise up. In the chilling words of Lenin, a lie told often enough becomes the truth. North Korea and its horrible oppressed people are a living example of this. Let this be a lesson for all of us free citizens. never to tolerate lies and propaganda from our leaders, and certainly never to succumb to hero worship of these leaders, lest our fate become like that of our very distant neighbors. And that's all, folks. That was the bulletin in brief for you. Stay informed, stay connected.